Hey there, everybody. My name is Sue Ellis-Saller, and I am just starting a live here on Facebook and hopefully Instagram. Let me see if I can get on here for the Instagram live. And I wanted to talk today a little bit about working with the elements as a part of tarot and how they can help you to understand not only to understand the minor arcana suits or the suits in the minor arcana, but also to be able to understand. Let's see. Okay. So going live here. Hello, everybody. Hey, this is cool. So I've got my Instagram people here in front of me, got my YouTube and my Facebook people here in front of me. Welcome, welcome. So I am working on a series of live sessions and some classes that I'm going to do also to help people learn to read tarot for themselves, because I don't think that there's anything more empowering than actually reading for yourself and being able to tap into and tune into your own inner wisdom and guidance without spending money on somebody else who's reading the cards for you, or else, having their filter of having the cards read for you by somebody else. And so this is pretty cool. I think next time I might even add in a screen with my computer focused on the cards. So today I wanted to talk to you about the elements in the minor arcana and also how to use them, like the aces, for a unique spread that will help you get a good overview of what's going on in your life through different areas. So through earth, which is the material, the money, the finances, your job, your house, stability and structure, basically your physical form and everything that goes along with that. So when you see the Ace of Pentacles come up, you know that this is new money, a new home, a new job, something new, or renewed in the areas that deal with earth. So material things, health, wealth, finances, home, things like that. So, and then I go up from earth to fire. Fire, I always feel like, is in your belly. Cups are your emotions in your heart, and swords are your thoughts in your head. So that's usually how I go through the different suits. And you'll probably hear my kids outside screaming and having their fun. So that's what happens when you got kids around the house. Now, the deck that I'm using today that I'm working with is the Morgan Greer Tarot deck, which is kind of a fun and nostalgic deck that's got a lot of like 70s, late 70s, like those muted warm colors and, kind of really like, Burt Reynolds looking people in it. We'll put it that way. So if you're a child of the 70s and the 80s, you might find it to be a nice, comforting deck. Let me grab it real quick. Should we do? As you can see, the box is well loved, well used. And it is in some ways kind of a little bit like the Aquarian tarot deck, but anyway, that's a conversation for another day. But like the images are really, kind of 70s inspired. There's a lot of sideburns and the colors are those muted 70s tones, so it's a nice deck and I really like working with it. It's not a scary deck for clients or whatever. So it's a nice nostalgic deck. So back to the Wands. So we're going to go up into the fire sign. So this is motivation, passion. These kind of can cross over a little bit between the heart-led passion and the motivation and creativity that goes into work. So these are partnerships, projects, ideas, creativity, fertility, things of that nature. So it goes along with like if you're into energy healing, it's like the sacral chakra, it's passion. So it's sexuality, it's working with other people, it's, new art projects, not new ways of thinking in terms of like in a Ace of Swords way, but almost like new inspirations. That's the word that I'm looking for. So this would deal like with the ace, you would then again get either a start or a resurgence in those areas of passion and creativity, new creative sparks. Perhaps conception can be linked to this card as well. Although it might also be like a Seven of Wands kind of thing. But anyway, so the fire or the wands are that passion. And it's kind of funny when you look at the Ace of Wands from the Rider-Waite deck, it's very phallic. So you can see a definite link there to that sexuality and sexual energy. Then we have the Ace of Cups. Now, the Ace of Cups is all about relationships and psychic ability. So relationships, love, friendship, the softer side of passion, the more connective kind of energies of that passion. So if the Ace of Cups comes up in a reading, or if you want to use it as a kind of marker card, which I'll talk about in a different video, then this would be something that would indicate that there's a new love, a new friendship, new understanding of psychic images and impressions that would come through the Ace of Cups. And if you were using this as, like a placeholder or, kind of a central theme in a reading, you could tie it to like, what does somebody need for new love, or what kind of things are associated with love. So that would be the Ace of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Swords, and this is ideas and, inspiration in a thought approached basis. So it's new ideas, a fresh insight, fresh understanding. So the Ace of Swords is going to be kind of that, like I said, a refresher or a start of something new. And the Ace of Swords is a little bit of an interesting card too, because it can be like a breath of fresh air or a second wind for somebody if they're going through something and or if they've gotten some kind of insight or inspiration to follow that lead. It's a very intellectually driven card. So it's science, it's exploration, investigation. What's the word I'm looking for? So like experimentation, but not experimentation, but when somebody figures something out. I can't think of the word. I'm sorry. Sometimes my German and my English get all mixed up inside my head. So the other thing that I wanted to talk to you about is actually using these as marker cards for a reading. So basically when I do a 4 aces reading spread, then I will put the aces out in a row. So I'll put the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom, and then the Ace of Rods or Wands, depending on what deck you have, or fire, the Ace of Cups, and then the Ace of Swords. And then I will lay cards out next to these cards to show what's going on in the person's life. Usually if I do like the ace as the significator or the Hauptthema or the main theme, of the reading, then what I'll do is I will do a past, present, future, or a lot of times too, like sometimes when you're reading tarot, you understand that the cards kind of blend together so that you get like another central theme. If you're doing a 3-card spread, you'll get the central theme or the impactful influence. And that's experimentation and discoveries. That's the word I was looking for earlier. But you can use them as, kind of placeholders, or if you want to, what you can do is you can, say, what do I need to bring a new love or passion into my life? And then you shuffle your cards and you would look for the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Cups. So you'd sort through your cards and you would find that Ace of Cups or Ace of Fire, just depending on if you were looking for a more passionate relationship or something. There are different levels of passion that go within relationships too, or love. Well, I'm just going to take the Ace of Wands here because it's the first one I came across. So you would look through the deck until you came across the ace that you were looking for, and you would see what cards are in front of and behind. And it looked also like, because it was reversed when I pulled it out, it looks like there are blockages in my, moving forward with passion. And so these cards that are surrounding it would give me an indication of what's going on. Now it's interesting, looking forward and gaining perspective and figuring out where I'm going. Obviously, that's one of the things that can, kind of stop you or stop passion from moving forward because you want to figure out where you're going with everything. And then bringing everything into balance and harmony, because for me, things are very important to keep in balance, especially in terms of, oh my God, I'm going through, like Pentacles is with house and finances, and I'm going through my taxes right now and how much I'm spending and how much I'm bringing in. And so those things are going to affect, if I look at this card as, passionate output or in terms of career and creativity, that's how I would, associate these two cards. So it's up to you to do a little bit of soul searching and figure out what it is that you're truly working on in your life and how the cards apply to that. And so, of course, if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. My name is a little bit like, you can see it on the screen. It's SUEELLISSALLER. So you can email me at sue@sueellis-saller.com. And I'm going to be doing a tarot reading class in mid-September, I think. And so I'll be walking through some of the interesting information to help you learn about reading tarot. And then we'll be going into that class. That will be a deep dive into learning to read tarot, connecting with a new deck, choosing a new deck, not only connecting with a deck, but clearing out the deck and, deck maintenance, like energetic maintenance for your deck. And then also going into a deep dive of the way that I learned to read tarot and the way that I understand the cards and what helped me on my journey to really getting to where I'm at as a professional tarot reader, and insights and advice and guidance that I've picked up along the way. And the differences between decks, laying out spreads that are understandable. And so that, as I said, that will be starting in the end of September, and I will be sharing information about that with you. So please let me know in the comments below if you have any questions. If you watch the replay or anything, let me know, of course, what you think about the aces in tarot and the elements and how they feed into the understanding of, like, a foundational understanding of the Minor Arcana, which is the day-to-day energy and messages of the tarot. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you coming, and we'll talk soon. I'm going to also try and do a Tuesday tarot And then I got this for that. So that I think is a good indication of what we should do. Hi, Lightworkers Live. Hi, welcome. It's nice to see you here. Thanks for joining. So, and we will see you around. As I said, I'm going to be doing a series of tarot on Tuesdays, and we will talk about all things tarot. I may actually invite some of my tarot friends on here so that we can get some good conversations going as well. So if there are any topics that you'd like me to cover too, I would be happy to do that. Just let me know in the comments below, and I'll be going through and making responses for that. Take care. Have a great day. Bye.